Hey, Metropolitan Baptist Church family. Man, it has been a very long time since we've gathered together in a building just like this. Matter of fact, it has been over 6 months since we've been in in-person gathering. We haven't had a chance to gather together as a family to worship together and to point each other to Jesus. But I have some good news. Even though it's been a long time, we're going to start taking steps towards regathering. Yes, I know during this pandemic, things have been crazy for so many of us. There have been so many ups and downs all throughout our country and even in our lives. But guess what? The good news is we're going to take steps towards regathering. Yes, on October 2nd, we're going to take baby steps towards regathering. We're going to have our pre-phase on October 2nd. What does that mean? We're going to need as many volunteers as possible. Well, we can only have about 50 folks in the room. So we're going to need about 50 volunteers who are going to come and get trained. And what does it look like for our new reality? How do you work a camera? How do you check a temperature? How do you hand out a mask if someone forgot their mask? How do you make sure that we're sitting 6 feet apart? We're gonna need a bunch of volunteers to be ushers, greeters, working in the parking lot. So on October 2nd, during our pre-phase, we need as many volunteers as possible to come. And so we're asking you to get to a place where you're getting ready to serve. If you wanna come and volunteer, please call our church office. We need as many volunteers as possible. We're gonna do it again on October 9th so we can get ready for the big day. What is the big day? On October 18th, we're gonna be in phase 1, where we're gonna now find ourselves coming back as a church, taking steps towards in-person gathering. For the first time since March, we're gonna have in-person gathering on a Sunday morning, and I'm so excited. October is the beginning of our new church year, but it's also the time for us to take steps towards regathering. Now, I know some of you don't feel comfortable, and maybe it won't be comfortable for a couple of months, or maybe even longer than that. That's okay. We're gonna do a wonderful job of enhancing our online experience. We wanna make sure that you can watch church online, and so we're gonna do as much as we can and invest as much money as we can into making sure that church online continues to be good and is getting better. But October 18th is the day when, as a church family, we're gonna come back together and take steps towards regathering. Now, we can only have 100 in the room, so you're gonna need to register ahead of time so we can know that you're coming. How do you do that? Either the old school way of calling the church office and say, pastor or the church office, I'm gonna be there. Or you can go online and register online to let us know that you are coming on our church website. Now, here's the deal. We're gonna put safety over service. And so this experience won't be the same anymore. It's gonna be a little different. Things are gonna change. You will need to wear a mask. You will have your temperature checked. You will have to distance at least 6 feet apart because we're gonna put safety over service. We won't have kids' church or youth group meeting on Sundays anymore for a while. We're gonna be together as a family. So if you came in the car together, we're gonna worship together. Now here's the deal. We're gonna tell you more about our services coming up. You'll have more videos on what to expect, what to bring, and what to wear. But until then, let us continue to pray. Man, we need to pray together and ask the Lord to help us for wisdom to take the right steps towards regathering. We need to promote. We need to tell other folks. Many of you have been sharing watch parties and sharing online services, but now we need to promote that we're taking steps towards regathering. But then also, we need to prepare. And that's why it is essential and important that we get as many volunteers as possible. We need volunteers. We need those who will put their hands to the plow so that we can come together and worship God. Now, listen, I can't wait for that moment where we can give the elbows, the high fives, and not hug each other physically, but maybe the air hugs, because we're gonna do one thing well. We're gonna find folks right where they are, and we're going to point them to Jesus. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited. I hope you're excited too. If you're ready to regather, we're taking those steps. If you're not ready, that's okay. Let's continue to pray, let's continue to promote, let's continue to prepare for the moment we can gather together as a church family. Remember, we're not like a family, but really and truly, we are a family. I love you, and I can't wait for the time for us to regather again. Love you, church family. Take care in God. God bless.